Did you adjust the camera, Jack? I think... So I use a very expensive computer mouse. This one, the MX Master. I love it. Now this one is the latest and greatest. It retails for around 70 bucks, which I think for a lot of people trying to justify spending that kind of money on a mouse, and they're thinking, what's the big deal here? I'm mousing around. I'm doing completely fine with my stock mouse. Beside the MX Master, I have the Amazon Basics wireless mouse with nano receiver. Here's a wireless mouse that costs how much, Jack? 10 bucks! 70 bucks versus 10 bucks. What's the difference? Is it worth the upgrade? This is the $70 mouse versus the $10 mouse. Now, it wouldn't be a versus video unless we had our resident expert when it comes to value, how you should spend your gadget dollars. I introduce the one and only Value Tom.
Like, what am I supposed to do?
It's gotta be why, I'm like, why that song? That he just wanted that entrance.
No, I didn't.
It's like, you know, a boxer or like a UFC fighter. They want to have music that represents them.
I hate that song. I can't stand that song.
Jack, take that part out right there, okay? You haven't tried either of these computer mice, as it is. What?
Computer mice?
That's what they're called.
It's computer mouse.
Yeah, but it's plural. Mice.
That just sounds funny.
Tom, you'd fit right in with that crowd, hey? That's what Tom looks like on weekends. What do you know about computer mice?
Nothing. I never use them.
So he's a touchpad kind of guy. A real pervert. I want an outsider, somebody coming into the game without any kind of preconception. Let's get it started with the expensive one. Can be connected to more than one Bluetooth device at a time. Speed adaptive scroll wheel and holds power up to 40 days on a charge. Dual connectivity, you can use the receiver or Bluetooth. A micro USB cable. Here is the mouse itself. The receiver, which is optional, is tiny. You know what I'm saying? This entire surface here, that's a button. Look at that. You can map that to whatever you want, whatever you do frequently, back and forward for your web browser to go with the vertical scroll. Now, here's a special feature on this guy. Can either give you that, but you can hit this button here. Look how smooth that is. Freewheeling. This is when you're on whatever you're always on. When you're on TMZ and all that stuff.
Oh man. Yeah,
when you're busy on TMZ, you get to the bottom of the page faster. Give that a little handle.
This should be a learning process.
No.
Yes.
There's no learning.
Going back and forth, man, I'd have to be like one of these, like...
No.
And then if you hit both buttons at the same time, what happens?
No. You'll get it. You'll get the hang of it.
It depends on what you're doing.
Let's open the cheap one now. Here we go. Unboxing experience not the best. Look at that little guy. Not terrible. 10 bucks. Now it does take AA batteries. Oh, look at this. There's the receiver. The receiver stores in the mouse.
That's really cool.
You kind of like that.
I do.
No fancy stuff with the wheel. No, not 500 buttons on it.
Yeah, this is much more comfortable for sure.
Let's test these out. We have Tom's laptop here. He's ready to go. The cheap mouse first. All right, do a little mousing. Go to your favorite website. Do a little scrolling.
It's very quick. There's no delay whatsoever. Yeah, no, it's not too bad. It's a little awkward because it's so small.
Let's try the other one now. Jack, you have this mouse too, don't you? You love it, right? That means something. Uh-oh. Tom, I think Tom has made a decision here. You're not spending the 70, are you?
No, definitely not.
Wow! He's not feeling the upgrade. Now, of course, myself, Jack, and every single one of you watching knows that this is well worth the money.
Why? Why do you say that?
In certain applications, it can really speed up your process.
If you're doing something that really requires like extensive clicking, scrolling, that kind of thing, then for sure.
Clickety clacks.
For sure, I'd probably pay
Clicking
the 70.
and clacking.
Yeah, I'd probably pay the 70. But if it comes down to I need a quick mouse.
When I'm really doing work, Even the trackpad, the hand is cramping. I'm here, I'm with the claw. I will say, this is my favorite mouse. It's on my desk, it's on Jack's desk. It's not perfect in terms of tracking on certain surfaces. So if you do get this, I would recommend a mouse pad. Is this 7 times better for this one? I think Tom's right. It really does depend on what you're doing. If you're in a video editing software, if you're in a Photoshop type of software and so on, you can probably see certain benefits through a more precision tool like this one. And believe it or not, this used to be like $100. It's down to like 70 now. I think for the right user, it's a good investment. If you don't use any of those applications, if you're like Tom and all it is TMZ and YMCA, $10, it'll get the job done. I'm actually kind of surprised at the caliber of this for 10. Think about 10. Think about $10 for a second. I'm pleasantly surprised. I'm still spending the 70, but I'm pleasantly surprised. You let us know in the comments, what'll it be for you? The $10 mouse or the $70 mouse? Are you Team Lou or Team Tom? Don't let me down.
Anything you say, Lloyd. Anything you say.
This episode of Unbox Therapy has been brought to you by the game Vikings War of Clans, available for both iOS and Android. Welcome to the ruthless world of Vikings, where freedom, power, fear, and violence reign supreme. You must lead brave warriors into battle, conquer the world, and prove your might against players from all over the world. Build a magnificent palace, take part in strategic campaigns, grow your valiant army, and boost your coffers by plundering loot. Usher in a new era of decisive conquests, fierce battles, and heroic deeds. Thanks again to Vikings War of Clans. Head down to the description for all the details on how you can play. And actually, if you use the link down below, you'll get some extra cash to start up. I think you get 200 gold. Is that right, Jack? Indeed, that is correct. So 200 gold extra for those of you that use the link down below. Go forth and conquer like a Viking in a game on your spare time.